A remarkable workshop of wonder.
This is amazing.
Home to experts of every kind.
Thank you.
Together, they revive beloved belongings.
Oh, get an idea of it. This is amazing.
Oh, this is absolutely brilliant.
Bringing both the items
This looks like it's seen much better days.
and the memories they hold
It's him. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
back to life.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing. They are stunning.
I like it.
Welcome to the repair shop.
There was a time I used to walk you to school and now we're walking to work together.
It's lovely to be here with you.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm no builder, but needless to say, this looks like it's seen much better days.
Yeah, I mean, I've done up old buildings and I don't think any of them were as
Bad as this. No.
Looking to put Steve Fletcher's building experience to the ultimate test is Dawn Shrives from West Sussex.
This must be yours.
It is, absolutely.
What are we looking at?
A ruin.
Yes.
No, this is a watermill
Okay.
that my father built in 1996.
Okay.
He put it all together to go in front of our family home to replicate the red brickwork of the house. Every little brick he made by hand.
Individually.
He wanted it to be a working watermill. And obviously the years of it sitting on the ground outside,
Yeah.
the weather had gotten to it.
I bet it was glorious when it was first built.
Absolutely.
What was your dad's name?
My father's called Brian.
Was he always creative?
Yes. As a teenager, he was an apprentice carpenter. And he was always building extensions, porches, archways. Constantly on the driveway, there was a pile of sand.
Oh, right.
And so my sisters and I and cousins, we would play with toys in the sand. And that's just how I remember him, with old clothes on, digging sand, tinkering away in his shed at the end of the garden.
So he had lots of projects on the go all the time then.
Yes.
Sounds like you, Steve. What was it that inspired your dad to build this mill?
Having built the big family home and the extensions, I think it was the next project for him. I can remember it sitting there and we went in the front door. This matched in very nicely with the red bricks of the house. And I only ever saw it as a little house. And so he wanted it to be a working watermill. His intention was to put an underground chamber so that the watermill would turn. He died in 2014 and Mum downsized. And in the move, it actually took 4 people to lift it and transport it. And they put it down on the driveway. And there it sat for the last 4 years. So having lived in those houses with all the extensions, she's now moved into a bungalow.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing around her that reminds her of him. And this is so important because he's touched every single piece of this.
Yeah.
He's crafted this. And she looks out her front window and sees this deteriorating. It's just so sad to see. So to have it brought back to life for the family, for Mum, just be amazing. Just to see it put back together
Yes.
Yeah.
and whole again, I think is almost, we can't even think of that.
I will do my absolute best for you and your mum.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What an amazing creation, Steve. Where do you think you're going to start?
I don't know. I can see everything needs work on. Absolutely everything.
Yeah, well, you're a very brave man.
Thank you. It's a long time since I've done any building work. It looks like a real old building. And that's one of the beauties of this model. So I need to retain that. I'm going to have to get a frame made to put the whole of the building on so that it's completely stabilized. The roof is absolutely just falling apart, and I've got to start from afresh and make a new roof. I've got lots and lots of sections of the brickwork and even some single bricks, and I'll have to think about making some more bricks. But I won't know until I start putting things back together, whether I've got all the parts or not. And it'll be really nice if I can get the water wheel actually turning with some water going over it. But the first thing I'm going to do is just clear the decks and start taking some of the rotten parts away.
Nice shirt, Brenton.
I like it.
You do like a good shirt,
I
don't you?
do, yeah.
Where is it? Like a greyhound?
It's a lurcher.
It's a lurcher.
Next to arrive into the barn, Simone Williams from West London. She's hoping Brenton can bring back the sparkle to a unique piece of carnival history.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Ooh, this looks really interesting. What are we looking at here?
You are looking at a headdress that was made by my father, Vernon Fellows Williams. He was a founding member of Notting Hill Carnival.
Was this in like the 60s?
Yes, the very first carnival was in 1966. And then in 1980, my dad started Genesis, a carnival band, and this was one of the first headpieces he made. He was a born Trinidadian,
Okay.
and Trinidad is the home of carnival. And all of that came out in his work in the costumes as well.
Did your dad play an instrument in the band?
No, he wouldn't play. He gave up the drumming when he started making costumes.
Right.
Yeah, and that was his love.
Was this a full-time job?
No, he had a business as well, and he would do this in the evenings and weekends. And my mum used to help. She had a job in the NHS and would come after work and everyone pitched in after work, so we really didn't sleep much.
That's real dedication.
Huge dedication.
So have you been involved since you were...
Since I was born, yeah. I used to sleep in the workshop. We used to
Really?
get sheets of foam and roll up in the foam.
And your dad
It
was
was late nights.
making these things all
Yeah.
the time?
Yeah,
This is fantastic, isn't it?
thank you.
Oh, is this metal?
It's copper. It's actually copper. And on the inside, you've got galvanized wire, which is falling apart here. There's velvet. There's these decorative pieces and trims. It's quite bashed up. It's 45 years old. And it would be great to see that character come back to life.
If I get it fixed, what's the plan for the headpiece?
So the plan for the headpiece is for it to feature in the next carnival, which is in 2026, and that's going to be part of the 60th anniversary. And either my brother or my nephew will wear it to celebrate my dad and celebrate this piece that he made all those years ago.
For now, it's in the right place.
Thank you.
We'll see you very soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This is really cool, isn't it?
It's so different, isn't it?
Enjoy.
Thank you. Even close up, the work that Simone's father Vernon has done on it, it's been incredible. But this poor headpiece has had better days. It's been crushed somehow. The copper is bent, it's gone dull, needs cleaning up and straightening. I've got something missing from the front, and I'm going to think about that and create something for that. So I think the most important thing for me to do, first of all, is to separate the copper from the material, hopefully without doing any more damage. That's going to pop out quite nicely. So the cloth part, I'm going to ask Rebecca to help me, because that's not my forte. I'm going to do the bit I'm good at, which is the metalwork. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi.
I've got a Notting Hill Carnival headdress,
Wow.
and the material has become rather torn.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
I wondered if you could try and tidy it up for us.
Yeah. And it just needs a bit of attention.
Thank you.
The miniature watermill is sitting level on its new foundation frame. Steve must now gauge the missing brickwork.
I've had a look at this fragment of one of Brian's bricks, and it's not like clay at all. It is sand and cement. So I'm going to make up a 4-to-1 mix of sand and cement, and I'm just going to now put 1 scoop of the colour powder, which should give it the right colour to make the red brick. Right, just going to pop a little bit of water in. Bricks, I don't think are made this way. They're made with clay, but I'm doing it as Brian did. So I made up a mould for the bricks. I've made up a block of wood to go into the mould as well, so I can push it quite hard, squeeze a lot of the water out as well. That's not bad for a first attempt. It is very, very red though. I might have to decrease the amount I put in. But yeah, that's 1 brick. I've got to experiment making some more. The bricks that I've made are pretty good actually, and I'm sure they're weathered down really well, the same as all the old bricks. So I'm just starting now to put them permanently onto the metal frame. I'm actually going to glue the larger sections together. This is a really strong glue. It's waterproof and it will stick the mortar together as well. Right, I think that's enough glue now. I'm just going to pop this into place. Okay. Right, so far so good. Once I get all the base bricks in place, I can then start adding some of the new bricks.
Next to glide into the barn is Steve from Leicestershire, along with his daughter Frankie. They're hoping Master Cobbler Dean will be able to give a sporting souvenir a second chance of glory.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you.
What have you got for us today?
These are very old long track speed skates.
They're like ice skates.
Ice skates, yes, ice speed skates.
Can we take a look?
Yes, you can.
They're huge. Yeah, the size of the blades on these.
Yeah, they're about 17 inches in length.
So whose are these then?
So these are my skates. There's 2 types of disciplines in speed skating. One is called long track, one is called short track. Short track is more accessible across the world because it's done in traditional ice rinks. It's on a shorter track, over 111 metres track. So I took up short track speed skating as a young boy, and I've done it for most of my life. And then in 1985, I was only 16, 17 at the time. A friend and I got a phone call to say that there's a long track competition on the fens. So we went down to Bury Fen, which is in Cambridgeshire.
Fen skating is a time-honoured sporting tradition that takes place in East Anglia on the now rare occasions that the temperature drops well below freezing. The flooded meadows freeze solid and transform into a vast natural ice track, perfect for all types of skating.
I was an indoor short track speed skater who has very different equipment to the natural ice or long track speed skating.
Yeah.
And using our short track speed skates, ended up in the final. Literally 5 minutes before the final, somebody said, "Would you like to borrow these skates?" Because they're long track skates. which again are very different to short track.
So how did you do?
I ended up winning the competition. What I hadn't realised, it was a King Edward VII Cup donated by King Edward VII. I was just so naive of the enormity of the event, just so naive about the enormity of the trophy, the history of the trophy, the history of the sport.
Yeah.
On fenland, natural ice speed skating.
How significant was that win to the rest of your career then?
Quite significant, I think, because winning that gave me the confidence of the speed skating ability, and I made it onto the World Championship team that year, and I got a bronze medal in the World Championships. I was lucky enough to be part of the Olympic team in 1988, and my daughter has started skating as well in speed skating. So,
how do you find it skating with your dad?
It's good. We don't race against each other often, but we train together a lot. It's just really nice to have something that we can do together.
It's lovely, fantastic. Because I certainly after my wife died, and thank his mum died 3 years ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
We've become a very small unit and supported each other through some tough times.
Yeah.
So there's a strong bond between us in the skating because it's something we can do together.
And because skating's been such a big part of both of our lives, especially recently, I think it's just important to recognise that and to restore them, to have something to show for what we both do.
So what is actually wrong with them? I can see the blades are rusted.
You can see they've completely failed there.
Yeah.
And I think a couple of the eyelets have gone.
That's on this one.
Yeah, and they're just generally scuffed.
If I was able to repair them, would you be tempted to take them out?
I think I would be, yeah.
We need the fence to freeze over first. Yeah, we might be waiting a few years. Well, thank you so much, both of you, for trusting us with these beautiful skates. I know how much they mean to you both. We'll do our best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Imagine strapping those to your feet.
Couldn't even stand up in these, let alone skate.
Absolutely no chance. I look forward to seeing what you do with them, though.
Yeah, there's a lot to think about here.
Good luck, mate.
What an incredible piece of footwear these are, from an incredible man, actually. Now, there is quite a lot to do here. The skates themselves require quite a lot. There's a rust on the blades that I like to try and clean off as much as possible. The leather itself, it's got obvious damage to it. The first thing I'm going to do is to turn my attention to this chrome. Now, there's a lot of tarnishing on that. I'm hoping with some wire wool I can take a lot of that off. Already that's working. That's quite astounding, actually. I'm going to continue with the wire wool on the chrome, and then I can put these blades in some de-rusting solution. And I'm just hoping, looking how well that chrome's coming up, from just a little bit of work, I'll be onto a winning streak. I'll be very happy.
That's quite something, isn't it?
It is. This water wheel is really, really very, very rotten.
Yeah.
Absolutely rotten to bits.
Yeah.
And it's got to have water running over it.
Yeah.
And I just wondered whether you could make another one and use this one as a pattern.
Yeah, okay. Do you want it sandblasted, make it look a bit aged?
That would be amazing.
Okay.
Outside, Brenton is trying to coax the crumpled copper headpiece back into shape.
Copper is quite soft, very malleable. That's part of the reason why it's damaged, because any sort of force on it will bend it. You can really see how badly bent that is. And a lot of this I can do by hand. The first thing I'm going to do is try and bend this area. My thumb can bend that bit quite easily. I've done some crowns and various headpieces, and I know the bit that goes on a head is oval, and if I can get this to a rough oval shape, half the battle is won. There we go. So this headband is now a pretty good oval shape, and I can now look at the wings. So I'm going to bend these forward to where I feel they would have been. I think that's pretty much the shape that's meant to be. That's looking pretty good to me. Next thing I can do to this is to give these a good polish.
I've successfully removed the central fabric from the headpiece, and I'm now going to support it onto this black velvet. What I need to do is stitch the two pieces of fabric together. So this will do two things. It'll hold the two pieces together, but it'll also mean that all of this damage that's all the way around the edges, all of this loss will be held nice and secure. So the holes will be infilled, and then this piece of fabric will be nice and strong and have a good structure. I'm going to start in the centre, and I'm going to work my way to one side and then to the other, but black thread on black fabric with a black support fabric. So it's actually quite tricky to see.
Steve has completed the brickwork on the miniature watermill. He now needs to protect the structure from the elements with a much-needed new roof.
I've tried to do it in the same way that Brian constructed his roof. The only thing that I'm going to do is improve slightly on Brian's design. I'm going to put a waterproof membrane over the roof before then starting to put the felt tiles on.
Because this mill is going to live outside, it's got to stand up to all weathers.
This is a real thick, loopy adhesive. It's really quite satisfying. It's like a thick treacle. Right, that's enough adhesive on. I need to get the membrane on now. Good, that should adhere nicely. Got to get the other side on, then I can get the felt on. I've now attached a lot of strips of felt, and then I came up with the idea of using a soldering iron to score all the lines to make it look like they're all separate tiles. And this is working an absolute treat.
After a long bath in a de-rusting solution, Dean is ready to see if the speed skate blades have regained their shine.
So now's the moment of truth where I pull them out and hopefully all that rust has removed. It's quite nerve-wracking actually. That's worked really well. A lot of that orange rust has come away. That's going to polish up beautifully. I'm going to pull the other one out. That's actually in better condition than the other blade. But for now I'm happy with the result of the de-rusting solution. So I can concentrate on the other areas of damage. This huge area where the leather has simply scraped away. It's quite an odd shape. I've got to try and blend it in. So to do that I'm going to begin by putting some masking tape over that area. And what I'm doing here is to try and create a template that I can transfer onto a piece of new leather. I'm going to use my fingers just to press in and try and create an impression of that area that has worn away. Then I can get a rough cut of the leather and trim down as I need, and hopefully I should get a perfect shape that just sticks on there and blends nicely. I'm going to transfer my masking template onto the leather. Just going to cut that area off, which will just make things a bit more manageable. So I'm happy with the shape of that. That should blend in really well. Now I'm going to skive the edges of the leather with my knife. And what I'm looking for is a paper thin edge that should blend beautifully when I glue it onto the skate. The main point of this was to get a nice blend between that new leather and the old leather in terms of its texture and its handle, and that positioning is really pleasing actually. I'm going to hammer that down just to make sure the bond is strong. That feels amazing. It's almost seamless. Now we can apply this same principle to the tear at the front here, and then all the black leather will be nicely repaired.
Steve has completed all the heavy building work on his repair of the watermill. He's now ready to move on to the finer fixtures and fittings.
David has made such a good job of making this wheel. I've also made a little pump assembly, and this will sit into the water bund there. And I've got this lovely bit of lead pipe that sits over this copper pipe here, and the water will come out of there and drive the water wheel. Now it's time to get all the bits back together, get the wheel on, get the pump in, get the roof back on, and then it'll be ready. Very exciting.
When Brian's watermill arrived, it was a crumbling relic after being exposed to the elements for over 30 years. Now Dawn has returned with her mother, Pam, hoping Steve has been able to rebuild the ruin that keeps Brian's legacy alive.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Pamela. Nice to meet you.
Yes, thank you, and you.
Brian poured his heart into doing this, didn't he? What were your thoughts when it was sat in the garden in bits?
I think we were all deciding what we were going to do, weren't we?
Who was going to do it? Who could do it to his standard? So to see it restored and preserved, it would mean just everything.
So would you like to see it?
Yes, absolutely. So excited to see it.
There we go.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Thank you. Isn't that lovely?
Gosh, that's amazing. And you've done all these.
Work.
Yeah.
Lovely. Gosh, and this. Oh gosh, thank you.
And there's even water in there on the wheel.
Would you like to see if it works?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
I'll just switch it on for you.
Thank you.
Oh, look.
Wow.
That's just amazing. Oh, it's so lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. It does look so good. Thank you.
Oh, God. It's just beyond anything that we could have thought would ever happen to it. Thank you.
So much.
The watermill just sums up a legacy that will now stay in the family, be preserved, and Dad would be so pleased to know that it's working and it's loved, and it's still loved.
It was just the best thing we could have done, wasn't it?
From one Fletcher to another now, as Sharon from Weston-super-Mare and Kelly from Plymouth are hoping Fred could get a treasured timepiece ticking again.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Nice to meet you, Bay.
And you?
It's a great clock.
It is. This was my dad Roy's clock, and it was left when he passed to Kelly.
Are you related to the family?
Just very good friends, one of Dad's best friends. Very close to him.
We actually met through a mutual friend. She was doing some care work for Roy, and she asked me to help, which mainly involved cleaning and doing a bit of grocery shopping. And we made a friendship from there, really. He wasn't a typical older gent. He didn't act 90, did he? He was a very fun, energetic, youthful in soul and mind, actually. We had a lot of adventures, whether it was just going for cocoa or a little drive of me getting lost, which I'm very good at. He was great company to be around. He had a lot of stories that he loved sharing, and I loved listening.
It seems like quite an unlikely relationship that the two of you had.
I originally was there to help Roy and to make Roy's life that little bit easier and to bring a bit more joy. But I actually didn't know how important his friendship was to me. Life can be very overwhelming and very stressful. Roy definitely made my day a bit brighter, and I wish he knew how important he was to me.
What was Roy like as a dad?
It was fantastic. He was a legend. I was always a daddy's girl anyway. He was very supportive in my latter life, and he was just the mainstay, really.
Yeah. Do you live quite near to Roy yourself?
No, we were a couple of hours apart.
Oh, right.
So Kelly kept him going and did all the fun stuff, didn't you?
All the fun.
She would be a bit of a daredevil, whereas we would keep Dad quiet. You're 90, you don't want to do that. And Kelly would be like, yeah, okay, don't worry, leave it with me. And then they'd be gallivanting off. And he loved it.
This clock was the one next to Roy. He sat right next to it. So when I was sat in my space on that sofa and I looked over speaking to Roy, I'd always see the clock in the background. Roy always wanted me to have the clock. It was one of his wishes when he passed. So it's why it's special to me.
In an ideal world, what are you hoping for?
I would just absolutely love to have it working. I've never heard it tick, so that would be amazing.
Okay.
Obviously there's a chip. Roy was an avid DIYer, and there's paint specks everywhere, and if you could help, it would mean so much to me. And it's not going to bring Roy back, but he would be really proud.
I'll do my best.
Thank you very much, and I can't wait to see what you're able to do.
We'll see you very soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye.
Would you like a hand?
I think I'll be alright.
Yeah, you sure?
I think so. You have to watch.
Come on, nice and heavy.
It's a great clock that Roy's left Kelly. Unfortunately, it doesn't tick, which is obviously quite important. So getting it ticking and striking, two priorities. There's quite a lot of brass work on this case, and it's all pretty dull and tarnished. There's this chip here and quite a lot of paint splattered all over the case. I think if I get Kirsten to have a look at this chip, just looking at the dial here, the numerals are a bit worn around here. So I'm going to have a think about what to do to try and tackle that problem. First things first, I need to take the mechanism out of the clock, disassemble everything and remove all the dirt and grime so I can figure out what's really going on.
Oh, ice skates.
Yes.
Do you ice skate?
I've been once,
Yeah.
and I don't think I'll go back. I nearly broke my neck.
Oh no.
The kids found it very entertaining.
You're like a giraffe.
Very much, yeah.
Skidding
Like a
around.
long Bambi. Yeah.
Happy with his headpiece, Brenton is ready to turn his attention to its crowning glory,
got to make something for the front where there's something missing. And this is a piece of copper which I've just cut out, which I'm going to embellish, and I'm sticking this to a piece of wood with a thermal glue. What this glue will do is it will support the metal while I make the marks and hold it in position. I want the pattern to reflect the headpiece, so the outside of the circle will have this chevron design on it, and the middle of the circle will have these fish scale patterns on it. I'm always at my happiest when I'm recreating something, so I'm just trying to do justice to his craftsmanship. That is the chevron pattern round the outside, looking really, really good. I just need to mark up the centre for the scales pattern, then I can solder that back onto its old bracket and reattach it to the headdress.
So I've reshaped and covered the central section. So I'm now turning my attention to these lovely flowers. One of them is completely missing, so I'm going to attempt to remake it. So these flowers are beautifully made. They're made with this metal thread, and I've made a template so I can hopefully get this same shape. I've got to make sure that the springy thread stays on the outside and this thinner, stiffer thread stays on the inside. So pull that round a bit more maybe. Let's have a look. This is really, really tricky. I have used these metal threads before, but usually I'm stitching them down. It's much more controllable. So having them sort of free-flowing is, yeah, it's really hard. I'm going to need a bit of time to work this out. I'm sure once I've got a few petals in, it'll be fine, but this is quite baffling.
With the mechanism now sparkling clean, it's time for Fred to pivot and tackle the repairs.
I've just finished cleaning the clock after disassembling it. I have identified a few issues with it. Right now, I'm working on some bushing. Just looking at this hole, it's really, really worn. The pivot inside it is moving backwards and forwards a lot. Should not be able to move as much as that. And it's on quite an important wheel because it's the wheel that lifts the hammer for the strike. So if I leave it like this, the hammer might not lift, so no strike. So to fill this hole, I'm going to be using a bush. So bushes are used to make an existing hole a lot smaller. This is a slightly tapered piece of brass with a hole through the middle of it. When I put the bush in, I will open that hole up to the right size so that the pivot fits in quite snugly. If you look at this bush compared to the hole is quite a lot smaller. So this is a brooch, and I'm opening up the hole so it's round so that I can fit the bush quite snugly in it. Taking my time, but it's easy to get impatient and go too far, and then you're back to square one. But there you go, perfect. I got a really, really nice fit, and that's definitely not going anywhere. Now we just need to open up the hole and the bush so that the pivot fits in. Looks good. Moment of truth. That's pretty good, that. That's one down. I've got plenty more bushes to get one.
Fred's called in dial restorer Cindy Welland to bring the smile back to the clock's face.
So I've cleaned off the numerals, so I'm starting to repaint, but it's really, really tricky to paint onto a shiny metal surface because the paint will have a tendency to puddle rather than flow together. So by painting the lines on the outside first, it gives the paint a boundary, because once it dries then it contains it and I can puddle the paint in a little bit more easily. I'm going to finish the rest of the numerals and then I can add in all the minute markers as well.
It's so lovely having Fred in the barn. He's an absolutely lovely lad.
Very proud of him. Don't tell him as much as I should do, really.
Dean's repair of the long track speed skates is gathering pace.
Having patched and repaired all the areas of black leather that needed doing, I can now turn my attention to these torn eyelets. Now the friction against the leather of pulling the laces tight time after time has just torn through the leather. What I'm going to do is split this seam here, and that will allow me to get inside and really assess the damage. If I apply too much force to open this, it could cause irreversible damage. Now there is a temptation to just put some metal eyelets in these whole boots, but I really think that would change the look. I'm going to use a fabric tape. It's nice and thin, so it's not going to add unnecessary bulk. It should be quite invisible, but it should allow these skates to be laced up again and worn again. And I now need to turn my attention and do the same process on the opposite side.
Oh, Fred, that looks really heavy.
It is a little
Let me
bit.
pop that there.
Thank you. There's a bit of a chip here.
Right,
I was
okay.
wondering if you might be able to give me a hand.
Is this slate?
It is.
Right. Slate can be quite difficult to repair so that it's invisible.
Okay.
But I'll absolutely do what I can.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's nearly carnival time for the Notting Hill headpiece, but first, Brenton has got to put it back together.
Rebecca has done a remarkable job of this decorative part of the headpiece. There we go, that's gone in there. Look at that. Great. So I've got to sew the cloth bit in position so it can't move about. It looks absolutely beautiful.
Handcrafted by Vernon Williams, a pioneer at the very first Notting Hill Carnival, this headpiece was one of hundreds he created to celebrate culture and history. But over time, the copper was crushed, the fabric frayed, and the embroidered details disappeared.
I need sunglasses.
Spectacular, isn't it?
Wow.
Returning to the barn to see if her father's masterpiece might be carnival ready once again, Simone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you. Nice to see you both again.
How are you feeling?
Nervous and slightly emotional.
Yeah.
It means a lot to me. It's my dad's legacy.
Where do the nerves come from? Is that because...
I'm worried what you've done with it.
Oh dear.
Are you ready to take a look?
I am ready to take a look. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. God, it looks so regal. And you put all the pieces together. Oh, it's beautiful. Quite emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is beautiful. And you've kept all the colours and everything. I love it. 45 years old and still kicking.
Well, I'm still kicking with the help of you, Brenton.
Thank you,
I can't
Brenton.
take all of the credit. Rebecca helped us with the fabric and did a fantastic job.
You did. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, and this is brand new, so this wasn't there before, and you've just mimicked what he's done. It complements it.
Would you like to try it on?
Why not? I'll give it a go.
It fits you perfectly.
It goes with the jacket, right?
Yeah. Well, that's your carnival outfit done. We have all enjoyed having this in the barn. We've all been talking about it, and we'll definitely be keeping our eye out this carnival for Genesis.
Thank you so much.
Resource to take away?
Thank you.
I'll grab the door.
Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.
Well done.
Good one, wasn't it? There you go, you can have the head.
Well done. Great job, guys.
Rebecca and Brenton have smashed it. They've just really honoured the craftsmanship, and it just feels like Dad made it. If my dad was here, he would say in a Trini accent, Brenton and Rebecca, all you come and work for me. That's what he would say.
While Kirsten cleans up the clock case, it's time for Fred to get the mechanism ticking.
I'm now moving my attention to the pallets. As this wheel spins round, it hits the pallet stones, which are attached to the pendulum. As that swings backwards and forwards, that's what makes the ticking sound. These stones are currently at the wrong angle. They need to be completely perpendicular with the wheel, like this, but currently they're a bit all over the shop. This is the reason why Kelly has not heard this clock tick at all. Going to be needing to straighten up the stones, and they're held in with shellac. I'm just going to heat up the shellac by putting them on this heat mat. That's going to heat up the shellac so that it's soft enough for me to just pull out the stone. I'm just going to remove all the old shellac from the pallets so that when I reset the stones, I can just use fresh shellac. Now the pallets are nice and clean, first thing I'm going to do when setting in the stones is put the shellac into the pallets. I'm just going to pop that in here. So it's really important for me to get the pallet stones to be perpendicular with the pallets. If it's not perpendicular, then it won't run correctly. The difference between this being right and wrong is probably about a degree or two. Now I've got the pallet stones in the right place, I put it in a movement and see how it engages with the escape wheel. This bit's always quite nerve-wracking because a lot of hard work's gone into this. I really hope it works. So I'm really happy with how one of the stones is engaging with the escape wheel. The other one not so much, so I've got adjustments.
I'm going to use a 2-part epoxy modelling material to fill this chip. I really love slate as a material, but I do shy away from working on it because it's a very soft material. So with something like this, I want to try and get it as flat as I can because I don't want to have to introduce any kind of abrasive sanding fabrics, just because I'm concerned about causing damage to the surrounding area. I've got a bit more smoothing and shaping to do, but that edge is looking really nice and crisp now.
Dean's gliding towards the finish line with the long track speed skate restoration.
Now I'm at a stage where I just need to buff the leather. This is a really enjoyable stage. It's where all the work kind of comes to life, and that leather should get a lovely shine as I buff it over with a soft brush. Now these skates have had a storied history, and now with these repairs and this preservation they can last well into the future. Now all there is to do is to lace them up and get them back to Steve.
These long-track speed skates kick-started an illustrious sporting career and a shared passion between a father and daughter. But when they arrived, they looked as if they had been left out in the cold, with worn-out leather and rusty blades.
Dean, they look so good.
Thank you.
Well done.
Now Steve and Frankie have returned to the barn, hoping Dean has been able to restore the skates to their winning ways.
Hello, welcome back.
Thank you, nice to see you.
How have you been since leaving the skates with us?
Thinking about it most days, actually. Winning that competition was a sort of pathway through the improvements I was making as an athlete in speed skating.
Yeah. Are you both ready to take a look?
I'm really nervous.
Yeah. I'm nervous as well. So we're nervous together, come on.
Wow. Whoa. Look at those. That is super. Wow, they look absolutely fantastic. It's fantastic where you know, all the scuffs and the holes and everything, the eyelets. I'm shaking. I'm actually shaking, physically shaking.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a complete contrast to what they were.
I know how much he loves speed skating, and I know how much these mean to him.
Yeah.
And I think it's phenomenal.
If he does freeze over again on the fence, I'll take them with me and give him another try.
It's been an absolute pleasure to work on them, it really has.
Well, enjoy them.
Thank you very much again.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
Good luck in the future.
See you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
It was just overwhelming to see what they've been able to achieve to repair the skates.
I think, especially since losing my mum, the fact that skating keeps me and my dad more connected, and I can look at these skates and it's kind of a signifier of kind of a bond we've created through skating.
Now Kirsten and Cindy have returned the restored case and face of Roy's clock. Fred is almost ready to complete the repair.
Well, I'm really happy with that. I've got the movement finally all together and it's ticking. So I'm going to put everything back together. This is one of my favourite parts of the job. It's all looking real bright and shiny, and there's a sense of pride that I get. I've got the majority of the clock back together now, and I think it's looking really good. I've had a little plaque made as a bit of a tip of the cap to Roy, and I think it means that every time Kelly looks at this clock, she'll be reminded of her good friend Roy.
Silent for years, chipped and with faded numerals, this clock stands as a symbol of an unexpected yet treasured friendship.
Oh, and you've polished up the casework as well?
I don't leave your fingerprints on it.
Good work, Fred.
Thank you.
Kelly and Sharon are returning, hoping to hear the clock tick as it did in Roy's heyday.
Hi, you two.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
It would be fantastic to see it working and hear it if it makes a sound.
Yeah.
So I am very excited.
I'm just like excited to see what you've done.
Would you like to take a look?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fred?
Wow.
It looks different, doesn't it? It's lovely. Oh, look.
I was going to put a black on, and all the gold in the scratches, gold, and the chip. It's amazing.
Oh, look at it. Beautiful.
I haven't got to pick all the specks of paint off. You must have put some hours into this.
That's been a real team effort.
Yeah, it has. Kirshen's done a really good job on the chip, and Cindy's made the dowel look amazing.
And lots of work from you, Fred, as well.
Yeah, I did a little bit. Do you want to see it working?
Absolutely, yes, please.
Okay.
Gosh.
Oh, listen.
Heartbeat of the clock.
That's like really reassuring and comforting pick. It's a bit reassuring, like Dad was.
Yeah, yeah. So it is almost like we'll be sitting in my front room.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Well, it's all yours to take home now, so we'll wrap it up and we'll get it sent off to you.
I am and will be forever grateful.
It's been an absolute
Thank
pleasure.
you, all of you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Guys,
Bye. Didn't realise it was going to look so beautiful. It was very emotional, lots of different feels, but brilliant, absolutely fabulous.
To have a constant reminder of the friendship that I had with Roy and the time we've spent together is absolutely wonderful.
If you have a treasured possession that's seen better days and you think the team can help, please get in touch at bbc.co.uk/takepart and join us in the repair shop.